the Hungarian Grand Prix of T4, first race of this race weekend, with an 80-minute long qualifying session and a 35 lap race around the Hungary ring. We joined by with Face today.
Hello. I'm pretty sure it's a 18 lap race, or however long 25% is.
Oh, we're not doing 50%?
Yeah, no, because there are 4 people.
Alright. So 18 lap then.
Yeah.
Okay, T4 does not have that many people driving, but that doesn't stop them from having quite some good fights, hopefully.
Williams almost put in a wall there and then to the pit lane.
Yeah, also, we should talk about how strict track limits in some corners are at Hungary, which is like Austria, of some sort.
What, very stupid, or?
Alright, hold your walks.
I
have the chat on my phone.
I haven't seen anything dumb about like Hungary track limits, but I haven't raced around there much, so yeah, who knows.
So because as you can see, we have 2 Ferraris, as one of them just spun around turn 2. An AlphaTauri of Tanker, 2 Ferraris of Apollo and David, and 2-0 filling the Williams spot, currently with a 137.744, looking to improve that probably. The fastest time right now, 117.074, the rest being 118.082, 118.586. And I feel like if the drivers can stay close to each other, we may have an actual good race with some fights, hopefully.
I mean, we haven't seen 201.00's proper pace yet with a 137.7, not the ideal lap.
Yeah, indeed.
Apollo currently a second quicker than his teammate, and as the championship holds right now, if I can find it, I believe it's Apollo leading the championship. No, it's David leading the championship. Apollo is 9 points behind. So it's a battle between the 2 Ferraris in Tier 4.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it has a few amount of drivers, so it's not hard to gain points in the standings, unlike the Tier 1, Tier 2 and Tier 3. Then again, you always wanna gain as many points as possible, so mistakes can still happen. Apollo, meanwhile, on a flight lap, purple sector 1, he got looking to improve his current fastest time of this qualifying session.
I mean, as long as David holds his P2, he still has advantage on Apollo in championship as he spins out. Apollo does. David will be starting his lap now.
And also, they consider this track as Monaco without barriers, as you basically qualify in a place and it's hard to overtake after that, apart from the few straights that are...
You got a few overtaking spots, and you really have to be creative with your overtaking here if you want to make a move. Which that's what I like about this track. You really do have to be creative with your overtakes. Because there is just one basic place where you overtake, but then you've also got some complicated sections in Sector 2 where if you catch someone going a bit wide, you can make a position there.
Yeah. And David right now looks to be on a flying lap as well as Apollo pits after spinning. He improved his teammate's lap time.
I mean, can he find a second during that lap? And, 201.00 has gone 18 seconds up after that. Not very good first lap from him. David now across the line. He improves by 2 tenths. He chips away at the gap, but it's not enough yet. And now it's P3 for 20100. Tankry is
118.4.
Tankry going for a second run here.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna have a better run now. So we can say that Ferrari, of course, will gain the most points today.
Right now, that's if they don't
cars.
make any mistakes in the 25%. Which is, of course, very possible.
Because with 25% there are no problems with the strategies and stuff, as
Yep.
you only have one strategy.
It's either soft mediums or medium softs.
Yeah.
Imagine if at like the end of the first lap, like 3 of the drivers get included in a crash, and it's only left with 1 driver.
Reminds me of 2021 Hungary. If someone starts from the starting grid while everyone else pits during the formation up as Tankry, now invalidates his second run and pits.
It's not very good for Tankry. He only needs like a 10th to secure P3 here, but making mistakes like that isn't gonna get you.
There are also 6 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. Time is running out.
Yep. One person who's not really worried about the time though will probably be Apollo. 8 tenths ahead of his teammate David now, which is an improvement from his first lap, but Apollo now will go for a second lap, and will we see him improve his lap? Enters turn 1, very smooth there, and he got DRS immediately after, so it's really important in a race if you're trying to take someone to get the better exit into turn 1. And as we finish up the first sector here, he's 1 tenth up, and it's still purple sector 1. Now we head into the more twisty section of the circuit in sector 2. This is around right in the middle, as now this may catch a few drivers out, may take a bit too much speed here, as Apollo does exactly that, doesn't invalidate it as he's lost a tiny bit of time, and he's made some massive mistakes there, still 1 tenth up, entering final sector. This is a very slow sector other than the main straight at the end, as you got this medium, almost medium speed hairpin, and then another one, and that will finish Apollo's lap here. He opens DRS, and it's across the line for a 1:16.9.
That's not a bad lap at all.
It's not bad.
His teammate is looking
Extends his gap.
sets a new one. Oh, oops. Oh, never mind. He's just saving EIS, I guess. Is he going to go for another one?
Maybe.
Probably not.
I don't see why you should. Anyway, David's on his lap, and David's got realistically only one chance here. He's got to improve by 9 tenths if he wants that pole position.
Next of saying he was hoping to be here for the race, but he won't.
Oh,
In the chat.
that's unfortunate. And David not much up during the first sector. He's 3 tenths down in first sector to his teammate. That's
Sector 2 is so tricky as well to get right.
yeah, very complicated. Probably the hardest part of the track. as David sets a purple sector too. So he has the pace in the second sector over his teammate, with Apollo entering the pit lane. Now David heading round the final 2 corners here. But David, I think he was trying to go into the pit lane there, but he has spun his way into the pit lane. And Hungary
He wants to have a final run, right? Within the 2 minutes
but
and half
Apollo
left.
has blocked his way into the pit lane.
And that's not ideal for him.
As 20100 is gonna start his next lap. He's gonna make 5 attempts to get P2 and 1.5 seconds for P3. No, P1. Sorry, in P3.
Gonna have enough time at the end to start a new run just right after this one.
Yeah, no, I think Apollo's going to be held up a tiny bit by David and back in the pit lane, but I think it is possible. You have to be quick though. I don't think David's going to get enough chance.
Oh, 2-0 just made a mistake there.
And he's
have enough time.
cancelled his lap now.
Tunko, meanwhile, he doesn't go faster in sector 1.
He has to somehow improve his lap here, because without improving it, he's done for. Anyway, someone's out on track, and it's David. David's heading out, but I don't think he's going to have enough time.
No.
Nope. So,
if he does, it will be just right the end.
Hungary now 2 tenths up, almost 3. He's just got to get this final section here just right, and entering the final corner now. And will he make an impact here? He does a 17.9, but it's not going to be enough to beat David, but it is going to be enough to beat 20100.
Now it's a matter whether 2-0 can get that P3
or pole position
if
he can find.
Yeah.
And he's 1 tenth up in the first sector, so he is finding a tiny bit of pace.
Well, David is about to start his lap. I don't think he's gonna have enough
I don't
time
think he's having enough time. Yeah, no.
3 seconds left.
He was almost there, but it's not close enough.
Yeah.
20100 is 8 tenths up on his lap currently. He's flying.
Sector 2. Let's see where this lap will put him for the race.
And it's not going to be pole, but it is going to be P2.
Let's see, right to that Ferrari sandwich.
Yep, splits himself. Prevents that Ferrari 1-2.
So that means Apollo is your pole sitter for this qualifying session, with 2-0 following behind, David in 3rd and Tanker in 4th. All of the drivers within a second to each other, so that's not bad. Now on to an 18-lap race, I would say.
Yes.
Let's see if Apollo will actually take the win as well, or if it will be enough. Remember, by the way, for who's watching the stream, at 8 PM we also have the Tier 1 race, so race weekend doesn't stop here, at least for today. And tomorrow we're gonna have Tier 3 at 6 PM and Tier 2 at 8 PM, and that will be it for the Hungarian race weekend. But for now, it's time for the Tier 4 race. Formation up gets underway now.
information on that, and it is a 25%. And the tyres are, both Ferraris are on the mediums. Ferrari with some strategies of their own here.
Meanwhile, 2-0 in Tonka, both on softs.
Will we see one of the soft runners take the lead into turn 1 maybe, with the better start? Of course, Apollo needs to get the heat into his tyres if he wants to keep E1 entering turn 1.
It's known that this track probably eats the tyres a lot.
Oh, and Apollo.
Oh.
In a bit.
Tokyo Drift there.
Yeah.
From a Ferrari.
And he having a nice fun time there. Just messing about before 18 laps of this circuit.
Yeah.
You like this track, Luigi?
Just... Oh, I was about to say, there are some issues with tyre wear and spinning, as you can see. That's the hardest part of this circuit, from Sector 2.
This track reminds me a lot of like Singapore, but since you always race this track in the day, I'm pretty sure the temperatures are a lot it's just a lot hotter around here.
Yeah, tyre wear is definitely an issue around this track. This is no.
And if you aren't completely prepared to deal with it, and you manage your tyres right.
Yeah. I mean, unless that's what I know about it. It's known to be like a sort of track which eats the tyres a lot. So you gotta be careful with the tyre management. Here we go then. That's an awful camera angle, not gonna lie.
5 red lights. Lights out.
It's lights out and away we go. With 2-0. Not
Apollo.
having that bad of a start. Already pulling behind
covering off
the
the
Apollo.
inside though. But... And
he stays behind
Apollo keeps his lead entering turn 1. And now... we see if 2-0-1-0-0 can make an impact here, as he Apollo hasn't made a massive gap already, but 5 tenths.
Yeah, for now, nothing much changes in the grid order as of lap 1.
As Tancredi takes a really bad line entering the chicane, and right now he's kind of just dropping off from the pack.
Yeah, he's already 1 second up on the rest of the pack there. And David closing up on 2-0 as 2-0 is also having issues keeping up with Apollo.
Maybe
it's barely there. Within
the predicted pit stop strategy is lap 6 to 10 for softs and a bit later for the other drivers.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see when everyone will pit.
I feel I mean it's quite, I feel like it's gonna be quite obvious that the medium runners will definitely have this advantage now, and they really need to keep this advantage, and they really need to use it.
Like Tonka's set a purple sector 2 from
looks
a bit as he spins now.
Got a bit too much on that curb into turn 6, I think it is. Turn 5, I think.
Yeah, turn 5.
Yeah. Apollo is showing what I was saying perfectly. Where you gotta be absolutely using these mediums to your advantage, because you only get one, and these softs are gonna wear very quickly.
Indeed. As I probably think Apollo and David are gonna switch to softs eventually.
Yeah. Or they could surprise us with hards if they think hards will be better.
Yeah.
If they think hards better. You think a hards medium strategy for 25% would work around here? Because I mean,
Not really sure.
I mean the hards would be effective because of course you get like less heat in them, meaning that you get more grip. And then
You also need to know that it's a 18 lap race.
I mean maybe in the
You may want to
50%.
maximize the use of each tire to its best
Yeah.
performance.
Also, when you got the mediums and you got less fuel, you feel like you're a different driver.
Yeah. It's 2-0 now, falling pretty back in terms of gap with Apollo. 2 seconds, while David is in a stable gap, let's say 5-6 tenths. DRS is now enabled, by the way, so he's gonna have DRS as he crosses the DRS line now, opens DRS, saves a bit of DRS as well. He gains,
Anyway.
let's say, 2 tenths.
So battles really is just between David and 20100. And David kind of needs to make this move here. Because either he needs to get fastest lap or make his move. He gets fastest lap, it's a 9-point gap in which...
Yeah, as of right now, his teammate holds the fastest lap
Yeah.
as a 120.249.
David
David
really
is not
needs to
that
make...
far, right?
David just needs to make the move.
David only needs to gain 2 tenths to set the fastest lap.
I wish it was that easy, but he is stuck.
Yeah.
He is stuck behind. You know? And clearly, softs aren't showing to be that effective. Because even if he does that fastest lap, Apollo still takes the lead in the championship because he has more wins than David. As the
That's not what David wants. Right?
exactly. So he needs this move. But
See, he tries to avoid dirty air.
But we already see. But we're already seeing the case of what you said, Monaco without barriers here.
Yeah.
He just can't keep it there. I mean, do you want increased downforce? I mean, sure, more downforce will help in the second sector.
Technically, here, what matters is your qualifying pace, as the place you qualify in will pretty much be more or less the place you'll finish the race in. As you can see right now, the grid didn't change at all. Only by spinning or crashing out place the grid order will change, but it's rare. It rarely happens that you manage to overtake like 5 cars. You may want to overtake like 2 cars, and that will be it. Oh, because it depends on the scenario of each race. As 2-0 now proceeds to go into the pits. Oh, Sir disconnected. Gonna invite him back. He wants 2-0 pits. Gonna invite Sir back, so 1 second. Zero pits for mediums then. He's gonna have to see. Yeah, he disconnected. Yeah, 2-0 just pit for mediums. So we're gonna have to see how the speed will look, the pace will look. Yeah. Of course, the softs of course were faster than the mediums, so perhaps it is actually possible to do 14 laps. I don't know. Duncan now pits as well, lap later than what 2-0 did. He's gonna pit for mediums as well, or for hards, depends. Yeah. And he goes on mediums. So the pit lane lost time is about 20 seconds in Hungary. So let's say it will be like it will be sort of close between them. So right now, if Apollo and David pit, 2-0 will be ahead. Just slightly. If he keeps this pace up, he will be. Depends on if he does any mistakes. Yeah. David though. David has 30% EIS left. Probably wants to catch up to Apollo. And he's using it again. Yeah. But is he gonna have enough to battle it at the end? Not really. I've just seen that in qualifying your EIS goes down to 28% when you finish the lap. Yes. So technically, that means that you waste about 78% in one lap by going hot lap mode. So in a race be the half. So 39. So not that high actually. Yeah. If you keep using it though, it's not gonna be helpful. Yeah. Meanwhile, 2-0 is 19 seconds behind the leader So he gained like about 1 second right now. Yeah, as the mediums get war, because he will catch and catch. It's a matter of when Apollo and David will pit now. Whether 2-0 will lose or gain time as he spins now. And that's the commentator's curse right there. Now has to be careful, because when you spin, for some weird reason, your car just loses it, but as soon as you turn. And Apollo now pits. He pits for softs. He's gonna have to do like 7 laps on the soft tire compound, which is not gonna put him on a good spot to fight with David, because 7 lap softs in a 25% race, I can assure you. Because it depends on how well he saves them, but it depends as well when David pits now. He's 17 seconds behind. Yeah, but more time he waits by pitting, more time Apollo will be ahead when he pits. He's already 16 seconds behind him. He will be 4 seconds ahead when he pits. Let's see. So David will have a slight advantage then. We also have forgotten a bit about it, but we need to keep in mind that there are penalties as well for track limits if you get 3 warnings. Gonna see. Apollo has 1 warning, David none, 2-0 none, and Tonke has 2 warnings. So next time he gets a warning, that will be 3 seconds. It's unfortunate for 2-0. We could have seen a battle for the lead between 3 cars. But it's now a matter of whether either Apollo or David will gain that win today. As Apollo went fastest in Sector 2, looking to improve his fastest lap time. And he did, it does 118.477 for the Ferrari driver. David is not gaining a lot, but he is gaining, just not that much. So there's someone in the chat who asks if Manev is in the Ferrari. I know who Manev is. Manev. Oh, 3 seconds. Yes, by the way, we do read the chat. I have the chat on my phone, and yeah. And Tonka now gets 3 seconds as well. He asks also if he can see the league standings. Yeah. Yeah, would be a good way. Also, to see where David would end up in the standings as of now. 1 point. So that puts them in a sort of 2021 championship fight for next round, even though that's not the finale. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting to see then. Yeah, David actually gained 2 seconds in the span of like, what, 2-3 laps? He's pushing a lot. Maybe because David has this light advantage of having 1 lap fresher tyres. And if David gets below 3 seconds, he can actually win this race and keep the lead in the standings. Huh. Yeah. I don't know, by the way, Apollo hasn't got any more warnings after that penalty. So that kind of helps him. No. Oh. Well, it says he had 2 warnings already. One on lap 7, actually lap 8, and one on lap 12 and the other lap 13, and then he says penalty plus warning. Yeah, 4 seconds. He needs to gain 1. No, 1 second. Three. This is gonna be... Yeah. Tanka now gets 3 seconds once again. That sums up to... This is gonna be a battle at the last lap to gain the win based off 3 seconds of time penalties. Yeah. Yes. Just 3 tenths remaining for David. David may be shaking right now to keep the lead in the standings. You see, he is under pressure. Yeah. It's 3.2. It's the few couple of corners now. So close. Or 2.9999. It's 2.8 now. Can he keep this gap until the last corner? And congrats to those two, as they got also a 1-2 with the fastest lap. Yeah. Not a good race for the Rebel Academy. Listen, Tier 4. But that's 4th place, 12 points with 6 seconds as well for Tanker. That's it for Tier 4 Hungarian Grand Prix. So that means David keeps the league in the standings and extends the gap apparently. Oh. Yeah. Alright. Bye, sir. So, that's basically the end of the Tier 4 race. We're gonna have one more race this for today, which is 8 PM GMT. Oh, so here's a time converter if you don't know what that is. Anyway, 8 PM UK time. That's Tier 1. I'm gonna be back probably commentating that. We're gonna be joined probably either by Sir with Face and ST in Ocre. Then tomorrow 6 PM for Tier 3, 8 PM for Tier 2, and that will be the end of the Hungarian race weekend. What I would say, great race today. Only 18 lap talkers because of the short amount of drivers, but see you again in a few hours as we prepare for the start of Tier 1 around Hungary with an 18-minute long qualifying session and a 35 lap race. See you all there. Bye everyone. See you in a bit.